We return with some riches and stuff. From plundering, from raiding, and all that. Northwick.
Silver, livestock, and a trophy from.
Well, I guess he didn't get to finish that.
Would ever follow this lump of lord into battle. I don't care how many shields he brings me.
You mean to say you refuse my gifts, brother?
I don't have time for this.
It's a generous offering, brother. You'd be a fool to turn your back.
Refuse this and your shame will stain the name of your sons and their sons beyond.
Stay out of this, wolf-kissed.
Take the gift. We have bigger problems.
One of Druids' men.
Aye. Sniffing around the outer walls, looking for an easy way to slip a few dozen men inside.
If there's one scout, there will be more. Something you might have learned if you kept him alive.
I was passing water when he surprised me. It was either him or my plow sword.
Let's just get information. Where do you find the scout?
This one?
Just outside the Northwich walls, by the water's edge.
His dagger's going a little crazy.
Points of entry to sneak a herd of raiders through.
Jesus. Find another scout. We'll question him.
I'll look around. The rest of you stay here and out of sight. If I find anyone suspicious, I'll bring him here.
Druid scouts would be camping outside the city walls. One of them will talk.
So, find and defeat one of Druid scouts. They were last seen near small boats around the walls of Northwick. Okay, so like, let's take a small boat of my own. And, how do I speed up? Is it clicking on? It's clicking the left stick. It looks like. So like, if I do this, oh yeah, it tells me this area. Well, that was fast. Hey, look, there's a guy. That was quick. Just chilling here waiting for me. He totally didn't hear the splish splashing.
Looks like one of Druid's men.
Okay. It says and defeat. If I assassinate, like, I wouldn't be able to... I assume that he'll still be alive, narrative-wise. Be a little bit of ludonarrative dissonance there, where I kill him in gameplay, but he's alive and... Yep.
What are you doing? I'm just a pig farmer.
You are awfully well armed for a pig farmer.
That's not what I was
Stay down,
expecting.
muckworm. I have some friends who'd like to speak with you.
Tie up. Get tied up. Just kidding. Alright, for real this time. I'm gonna actually tie you up and take you to my friends. What? Oh, there we go.
Put me down! I tell you, I'm a cow farmer. Let me go, Dane.
You said you were a pig farmer just moments ago.
It's not beyond reason. I tend to many livestock.
You are as Dane as I am. Save your breath, liar.
What's the best way to get back in here? I assume there's just, you know, a proper opening around here somewhere. Oh. Surely with, like, this road here, or, like, around the wall or something? Because I don't think I'm going through the water. Wait, I probably could have just thrown him on my little boat. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going this way. Here's hoping this way works out. Bring the scout to Oswald. Maybe I can put him on a... Yeah, I can do this and then it'll be a little bit faster. Okay. Really convenient how he doesn't, like, fall off or anything. There we go. Look out, cat. Can I take this still? Okay, it's super shallow. I gotcha. At first I thought it was like a collapsed bridge. Now I see that that is not the case. I see the truth of the matter now. Okay, I have to bring it around town into there too, it looks like. I have to really do a bunch of loop-de-loops to fulfill this objective. Scoozy, coming on through. Excuse me. Oh, I couldn't run you over. Excuse me. Whoa. What can I say? You were just in the way. Excuse me? Hi. Hope the horse is in the cutscene.
Did Druid send you too? Speak now, and you may live to see tomorrow.
Arger swine.
I won't make you any friends here.
A scolding like that is a mortal offense, boy. I killed the bastard. Don't give him time to act again.
I'll ask once more. Why were you lurking around Norwich's walls?
I came to pay my respects, Lord. To Oswald, the whimpering Saxon ergi of East Anglia.
I will hurt you more if I
Do
must.
that all day, you drooling blood bladder. Only give me a reason.
Lick my dunghole.
Here's the tongue I use for licking. How does it feel against yours?
When the braziers lit at Dunwich, Druid and his men will rally. They mean to attack Northwich by its weakest wall. You English Danes are soft as butter now. Druid sends his blessing, lady. He'll see you again very soon.
How about we keep you hostage?
He may still be of value to us if he...
No, another one of those situations.
Any man who questions your courage and feels no shame, that's your answer.
I will not have blood spilt needlessly in my kingdom. This has to end.
Alive, this man was a risk.
Valdis, this man spoke as if he knew you.
Rued was my husband.
Your husband? You're married already.
I was. We've been apart for 5 summers. I never expected to see him here, and I never wanted to.
East Anglia's prosperity depends on our safety and unity. With Rued's clan stomping around, neither is possible. I must speak with him myself, man to man. There's no place for him in East Anglia. He must hear it from me.
Right. I'll start looking for a new king tomorrow. Was good to know you, Lord.
He looked like he
Druid
was
will
floating
eat your
slightly.
lungs for supper, Oswald. Steer clear of him.
If I'm to be a worthy king, I must meet the man who bedevils us. I'll light the brazier at Dunwich and face him when he comes.
You sure you want to do this? Meeting Ruid in the open comes with many risks.
It's the only way. We must face him head on, and we cannot waver.
Come, Oswald. We make for Dunwich.
And of course I will see the lot of you there as well. Else the songs of your cowardice will ring out over the generations. I'm sure you're heading to Dunwich any moment.
Meet you with your allies.
We'll be there, Eivor.
You don't speak for
Oh, you're
us,
still here.
Druid.
Need I remind you, Wags, what Halfdown will do with us if East Anglia falls into Rued's hands?
Okay, well... this way. Oh, all the way over there. That's a little ways. There's not like a synchronization point along here or anything. Like there's that one a little bit off to the side. I guess I'm doing this. Is my boat here? It shows like a ghostly boat. I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, my boat is here. It would seem. Yeah, so I'll take my longship over there. I'll get the synchronization point while I'm nearby. Is what I think I'll do. What I was saying to follow river, not open the sail. Okay, go to map marker. Yeah. Bring me to there-ish. And then I'll run to the actual quest objective after. May as well get synchronization points and speed things up for the future. No, stop following river. No, stop following river, I want. Because I need to go that way. Stop, 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 stop.
Stop that!
Okay, back please. I thought I selected go to my quest objective. I don't see how this would bring me to my marker. I don't see how going that way would bring me there. So like, oh come on. Oh stop, row for your lives, row! Row this way please. I'll just do it manually. Row! Nothing will stand in our way. That guy's continuing to try and row.
Hey, hold on.
We pushed him onto land. He doesn't even care. Ha! Your boat privileges have been revoked. Now you can only boat on land. He doesn't even care. Ubisoft NPCs, I guess? I don't know. we just pushed them onto land. Alright, well, you enjoy, I guess. In some other news of stuff that I can chat about while we're going from point A to point B here. The other day, I went over to my Oma's place to shovel the walks, take out the trash and stuff, and on the way home, nobody really cares. Wow. Oh my god, now I can't turn! Now I have to back up. On the way home, I picked up some Vietnamese food to take home and have as dinner. And it was really packed in there. I was really surprised it was basically a full house on a Thursday. So while I was waiting for my food, I was just sitting at like a little two-person table. And because it was so full in there, another person came in and ordered food and, you know, sat at the same table as me. And I don't remember how we got to the topic, but it really didn't take long at all for it to go straight into politics, what we were talking about, but like the state's politics. Essentially, we just like sat there for like 20 minutes talking about what an idiot Trump is, back and forth, and just chatted away there while we were waiting for our foods, like complete strangers with one another, and it was actually kind of enjoyable, you know. But yeah, I didn't think that it let me there. I don't have the option first. Oh well, now it does with the follow river. It wasn't before. But I am usually using my sail. I'm just used to seeing like the prompt for like hold this button to open sail, which I didn't have that time for some reason. Is all. So yeah, I ended up chatting with a complete stranger about that for a while. was the case. And yeah. Then got home and had dinner, and that's basically the end of that story. Just that was kind of fun though. I don't know what the heck is bugging out over there. Here, this away. Wasn't expecting to do like a full dive into there. Here, go to this viewpoint. I can talk a little bit about the Ghost of Tsushima progress so far. So I'm like pretty deep into that game. And it's like it's an open world game, but it's not like Odyssey Valhalla level of open world. Like a much smaller open world where if you want to, you can also just kind of like bum rush the main objectives without really doing a whole lot of other stuff. Like, it's definitely more open world than something like Final Fantasy 16, for example, where that game, it's a linear game, go mission to mission, but it does have, like, wide areas that you can explore. Like, in Ghost of Tsushima, it is, like, a big open area that you can explore, but a lot more condensed, a lot less stuff to do. And when I saw the map at first being filled with, like, question marks, like Odyssey, or like, Valhalla with its glowy points is, like, the question mark equivalents, or like question marks like Origins, I thought like, oh no, this is gonna be like a whole bunch of random crap around the world that just gives like minuscule experience, not really much else. But all the things around the world are like direct upgrades in different ways, interestingly enough. Synchronization completed. I feel like it gets loud when it does that. So yeah, now we go ahead and, oh yeah, track that. I can fast travel back here anytime I want, so that doesn't matter too much there. Like, going around doing, like, the random side things in Origins or Odyssey or Valhalla here, it gets up to a certain point that I just don't really do all that much of them anymore, because it feels like the main reward that's going to give is just, like, a handful more of experience, and that doesn't really matter all that much in the grand scheme of things. It feels like it matters more in Valhalla here, considering Nightmare Mode is getting me, like, I'm in, what is this, 118 power? A suggested level, I'm at 58. Just from having played up to this point. So, like, I'm constantly underpowered. Like, the starting area. What does it say for that? Well, area around it. 118 is probably as low as it gets then. And I start at, like, 0. Well, I start at whatever I was at when I first got here, which would probably be, like, 10 or something at that point. So, like, makes me super underleveled. So I guess you could argue that matters kind of here. But when you do objectives over and over again that are just giving you, like, a bit of experience points, like, it can get a little bit repetitive. But what I found with Ghost of Tsushima with its different objectives around the world, I feel a lot more motivated to do them because each of them are like direct buffs in different ways. So it's like if I was going around and getting things that gave me like these different perks here, or like different additional kinds of things by doing them, is what it's kind of more like. And so I feel a lot more motivated to do them. Like you go and do like the fox dens, where a fox guides you to a shrine that you can honor, and as you do that, it unlocks more slots for charms, which are like bits of equipment that you can use to augment your abilities. So like, let's say that these were slots that I could put something into to like augment my abilities in some way, give me some sort of bonuses or additional effects. I'd slowly unlock these slots by doing those. Go do like the bamboo challenges, and that'll increase my resolve, which is like the equivalent of adrenaline in this game that lets me use like my various different abilities and stuff. So those are really handy to do. Go to the hot springs, and it'll increase my maximum health. And those are a thing where you get a little bit of dialogue with each one as you choose like a topic to reflect on, and then your character will reflect on it, and you see like what's kind of going through his head at the time, and it can be kind of intriguing. The ones that feel like the least impactful so far, I'd say, are definitely the haikus. Like, it is cool being able to like sit down, observe the environment, and then choose like what text you want to say to you know, complete some haiku that sounds like super poetic and stuff. Well, I mean, quite literally. And then you get like a different bit of headband equipment, which are just for like customization items. So those don't really directly benefit you gameplay wise in quite the same way. It's just for our cosmetics. So those definitely feel the least impactful. And one that I'm definitely really quite interested in, and like in comparing to Assassin's Creed, is the ones that get you new charms, the shrines, where each shrine had like a staircase that goes up to it originally, but it's been destroyed by something, and you have to complete like a platforming puzzle to get to it. And what it kind of reminds me of is it reminds me of the platforming puzzles in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations, where in Revelations you had to do like the platforming puzzles to get to another one of the Altair discs. And in Brotherhood you had to do like the platforming puzzles to get to, I don't even remember, it's been a hot second. Well, I know that there were like the little dungeons almost of like platforming puzzles. And when it comes to platforming in Assassin's Creed, I really quite like the system of the first 4 games of Assassin's Creed 1 to Revelations. Like, they changed the engine for the Americas trilogy, and then there was another engine for Unity, and they've gone through like a whole bunch of ones since then. And like the very first engine that was being used between like 1 to Revelations is probably like the least flashy of all of them. Like, it's the most kind of basic in terms of what it actually looks like. But in terms of what you can do, there's a lot of options there, and like there is a decent bit of a skill ceiling that I wasn't aware of, you know, the first time that I ever played the games before I was a content creator. But, you know, doing like the different platforming puzzles and stuff like that, and needing to actually consider where you're hopping next, when you need to do like a back eject, when you need to do like a side eject, there's segments where it's like you need to run up a wall, where if you can't climb a wall, then you'll just like drop down. You'll start doing like the climb up and then fall down. But you can do like a side eject from there. And then there's segments where it's like you would need to like climb up and then do a side eject onto like another platform, and different things like that where you need to actually be mindful of how you're platforming. And I feel like after Revelations, the Assassin's Creed games just haven't really done that anymore. It's just kind of, you know, hold up, get up to where you need to go, or, you know, hold A to get up to where you need to go, hold B and like you'll get down again. Like, sure, it gets you to where you need to be, but you don't really need to think about it all that much. You just kind of go at it, which can be great in that you're trying to get to your destination and you're getting there faster, but it kind of takes out the fun of like the puzzle of figuring out how you get up there. Or like some of the previous Assassin's Creed games getting up to like a synchronization point. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a puzzle figuring out how to get up there on like certain buildings, where it's like, all right, let's keep an eye out for where like the climbing bit kind of is. Whereas in these games, you just kind of do it. You just kind of climb and do it. So doing the shrines in Ghost of Tsushima, where there's like an actual platforming puzzle to make it to unlock like a new accessory, a new charm that you can equip that augments your abilities in some way, where to get it, you need to complete a platforming puzzle. It very much feels reminiscent to me of like Brotherhood Revelations, and makes me a little bit nostalgic for that system of Assassin's Creed, where I needed to actually kind of be mindful about how I parkoured and platformed around. And that's just something like really interesting that came up with Ghost of Tsushima that I wanted to mention in my Assassin's Creed series here.